Hello everyone, it's Maddie and
Madison
with
Spectrum Art.
I like that ending, Spectrum Art. Okay, so it's Maddie and Madison with Spectrum Art, and we're off to a great beginning already. Okay, we're gonna get through this. Wanted to share a journal that we actually finished and worked on this past week, and it's actually pretty neat because the pages inside of the journal we absolutely love, but the cover we didn't because it was actually gifted to us. It was from a what? It had an advertisement on it.
I don't remember from.
It was either a doctor or a hospital. Yeah, one of the two. But anywho, so the cover, the front and the back cover were actually advertisements, and we didn't like that. So we wanted to go ahead and cover that up, plus give it some more utility, because it was just the actual pages inside. But the pages are pretty neat, but we'll go through that as we get on. Now, we'll start with the cover. And what actually inspired the whole thing was this paper line that we have. It's kind of
Prima?
No, it's not Prima. It was actually very thin paper, so we ended up having to reinforce it throughout everywhere that we've used it. But the colors on it were really neat. It had like these deep reds and blues and some greens, yeah, and even some pinks, which I love.
Yellows.
It had yellows, yes, and plenty of purple too. So those were the colors that we kind of went with. But they're kind of almost like a grungy, you know, type of finish. So we did actually end up mixing a few different styles because we did add lace, so it lent that shabby element to it. And then it's got, as you can tell, like from the tassel, the colors are kind of bohemian or gypsy-like. And then we did some steampunk features on it. So we ended up basically using a whole bunch of different styles. What is it?
And buttons.
Yes, we did. I'm going to go over the cover now in about 2 seconds. But so that was the inspiration, those colors. That's what we wanted to use throughout. And you'll see the colors actually that I just mentioned as we get into the actual journaling. You see the papers. But let's go ahead and start with the cover. The first thing we did was, like I mentioned, we went ahead and used paper and backed it up to reinforce it. So we've got a really nice thick cover now. And we used lace around the edges, but we actually left it unglued as far as the ends are concerned, because we wanted this to also become pockets. So you've got pockets there, you know, you could put documents here, pictures, maybe if you wanted to go ahead and even, you know, add something as a cover for an inspirational piece. You could also do that as well and mount something, you know, right on there, and then still utilize the pockets. And we've got this really nice charm, and it's kind of like I said, like a gypsy bohemian feel to it because of the colors that the pad actually has. And you have lots of yummy fibers on there. You've got this really beautiful piece, which I don't know what that stone is called, but it's like glass, and it's got like this gorgeous gold wraparound, metal wraparound on it. And then we've got a lobster claw closure. So this can actually be repurposed if you're done with a journal and you wanted to go ahead and put it on a purse or something else, or another journal, you could do that as well. Then we went ahead and brought that whole pearl and that feel, that metal and the pearls over to this corner. And it actually ended up being a pretty mixed media cover, because you've got your paper, you've got your lace, you've got metal, you've got plastic, you've got pearls, you've got fabric here and fabric here. So all the different elements are brought in. Yes, this is a really cute 3D kind of looking button. And you've got your gears and your metal leaves and some other metal pieces here as well. And then this button is, I don't know if you have seen the video where Madison actually used alcohol inks to turn plain white cheap buttons into these gorgeous marble looking buttons. But this is one of those. So if you guys haven't watched that video, I'll go ahead and link it below so you can see that. And that's a great way to utilize and turn your plain old cheap buttons into something that really looks awesome once you put it into your projects. We've got a metal key, and then we've got some fabric here as well. So this is where the cover went. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. And first thing we do is we open up the front flap. And here we actually left a big pocket again, because see, the idea that we were thinking is when you get to see the pages, you're going to see that this is really a great book for using whether you're doing any kind of projects that you want to keep track of, notes and so on and so forth, but like an art project or maybe a wedding or graduation, baby showers, if you're decorating some rooms around the house, or any kind of project. So these huge pockets, the idea behind it was to leave room for whether it's magazine, you know, pages that you tear out because you like the elements on there, the colors and the ideas, or receipts for a party that you're putting together, or even like paint swatches, you know, or fabric swatches, or pictures. I mean, whatever it is. So plenty of big pockets to go ahead. What's that, honey? Go ahead.
Or any like credit cards.
Yeah. Yeah, like you mean credit card statements?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They can keep them all in here. But here in the front cover with this big pocket, we actually went ahead and made two different types of little file folders. This is the first one, and they have dual pockets on either side. And we left an area here where you can actually add your titles, and as well as here, of course. And then this is a smaller version of that one. Same thing, the two pockets here with the area to write on, and then of course any tab that you want to go ahead and create to name it. And then you see those rich colors I was talking about. You see the reds and the pinks and the purples, greens, yellows, those bright yummy blues, and you know, more yellow here. So this paper pad had really fantastic rich colors. Look at that red. Yeah, here we have a tuck spot at the top, you know, where you can go ahead and insert your, again, cards, receipts, ideas, pictures, whatever you'd like. Then we flip over, but see how vintage that is? I love that. It's got this really rustic feel to it. Then we flip over, and we have another tuck spot here on the side, and it's almost like a hidden tuck spot because you really can't see it. It blends really, really well. But let's look at these pages that I was mentioning. If you can tell, and it's a spiral notebook, so it kind of lends itself to really fold any which way you like. We have prepared by and a date. Then you've got notes for a heading, a page number if you wanted to number the pages, and then you have project action notes, so little notes as you're going along, and then of course your project planning notes here as well, but now these are numbered and lined. So, you know, anything that you're planning, whether you're planning to put together a journal or a kit or maybe an event, this is a great place to remember when it's due, and email addresses and phone numbers and so on and so forth.
And like people you're taking to the party.
Right, or people that you've invited. Absolutely, I agree. So this would be, and each of the, like I mentioned, we made 3 different tabs. They're all about give or take 20 pages. So we'll go 20 pages this way, and we get to our next separator. And here we have a pocket here, and we also have a band here if you wanted to utilize that with something smaller. Then on this side, we've got a corner tuck, and we've got a flip out to write some more dates and information and notes, right? And then here we actually have what we're calling the Kateri pocket. And the reason why we call it the Kateri pocket is because we were actually we were working on this journal, and we were talking to Kateri from Kateri Crafty Ideas, and she mentioned that it would be neat to actually have a little slit here in the frame, that the frame kind of lend itself. So we went ahead and did that, and we reinforced it on the inside with additional cardstock, but now we have this like really cool hidden pocket in there as well. See, but you really can't see it. I know, right? It's so cool hidden. So that's our Kateri pocket right there. Madison loves the name, so we've coined it that. And then our next divider has got a double pocket right there. And then this one's got 2 double side tucks. And then of course we get to our back. And on the back, we actually have this huge pocket, which we love because it looks almost like a little crate, doesn't it? But it's a big pocket. You can put even one of those, like the manila folders and stuff in there. It's nice and big. But we did create also this, either way, double-sided paper pad to have some additional places to put phone numbers, notes, whatever the case may be, or again, just stick some pictures on there. So we've got all those, and then on the back we left it once again open, so you can tuck, you know,
Stuff in it.
yeah, pictures, whatever is needed in there, and it'll hold it nice and tight. But in addition to that, we also went ahead and utilized each of our tabs to create these other nice big journaling cards, right? So you've got 3 of those. You've got 1 in each of the divider sections. So there's another one right there. And then of course on our last one right here. So a really cute journal, very quick and easy. A great way to go ahead and now have plenty of room to store receipts. So even if you didn't want to use these in here, you can use them, you know, in the pockets. You can just simply remove those and add them onto the pockets if you wanted to, and still utilize these pockets here to put in plenty of receipts, pictures, anything you'd like. So very versatile, yeah, ticket stubs, whatever, to be able to utilize all of these pages for upcoming projects. So wanted to share that with you guys and show you what we kind of been working on this week. We hope you have enjoyed it. We hope that you will try it, right? Because everyone, yeah, because everyone can create. And if you're watching this about this time, it is almost New Year, so we want to wish everyone a happy New Year. And we hope that you hit, yeah, God bless, hit that thumbs up, and we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.